Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you a studio tour of my current setup where I record all my videos for the past year or so. And as you can see, the biggest change that I've made is I've separated my working setup from my recording setup. Now I know that the trend of making studio tours is kind of dead nowadays. It used to be a popular trend a couple of years ago where I actually made some of these videos myself. If you remember, I think the last time I made it was 4 years ago at this point, back in 2020. But here is the desk. And you can see the new lighting panels. And a lot has changed since then. And honestly, I'm just running out of content ideas, so let's begin. Okay, so initially, as you can see, a lot has changed from what I used to have 4 years ago. Before, I used to have this desk right here, coupled with my working setup and the camera setup. So I used one desk for both recording and editing, which was a fine setup. But honestly, having separated the two, it just makes it so much easier and cleaner to use the space than having one setup on everything. First of all, it allowed me to install this overhead rig from Pixapro, which honestly is a great rig. I got it for £80, and for that price, I mean, it is very good rig. It is very adjustable. It's got a lot of height and width adjustment, very easy to set up. And rigs like these are usually quite expensive. They cost about £100–200. £80 is a great deal for a rig, which allows me to install these mounts, which I can use to hook up lights or cameras. So yeah, this rig is definitely the star of the show of the studio. And I got these mounts from Amazon. Got two of these, which I used to hook up the Elgato Keylight Airs, which both work simultaneously with the Elgato Keylight mounted on the Elgato Keylight stand, which I bought separately. And I could have mounted this with these mounts on the side here as well, but I think the lighting would be uneven. And the great thing of having it on a separate stand is I can move it anywhere. I can place it there or somewhere else in the room if I need to, rather than relying on this rig right here. Now, the tripod that I've been using for the past 5 years is still the same tripod. It's the Manfrotto carbon fiber tripod. I don't know the specific model name. I got two of these actually because I got two cameras. If I want to record a multi-cam video, I can set up another tripod by the side here to record different angles, but primarily this is where the main camera sits, which I'm using to record right now. It's the Sony a7S III, coupled with a Sony microphone. The secondary camera that I have that I've been using for a long time as well now is the Sony a7R Mark III. This is a secondary camera, so I don't use it that often, and this is a photo camera, so I use it for my thumbnails. The S7S III, of course, is a video camera. So of course I primarily use that right now. And I use I use Tamron lenses. I got a bunch of Sony lenses as well, but the Tamron lenses are just so versatile that I just primarily use them for recording and taking pictures. Now this desk, obviously again another change. Before I used to record everything on this desk. This is a small, simple desk. It's actually a drawing desk. This is why it has the lip here. You would put your big piece of A3 paper on it and draw, and hence it's also angle adjustable. But it just works really great for recording as well because it's small, it's simple, it's white. You know, if I want to make a unboxing video, I have this nice white, desk that I could just use to record videos on. And being white, of course, if I turn on the lights, I could just turn on all the lights simultaneously, and this is my lighting setup. Now, apologies, it looks very exposed right now, but yeah, and the beauty of it being white is it bounces off the white light that I use on the lights provide. So it bounces off the light, giving me extra lighting on the subject or on the things that are on the desk or on my face. I'll just turn these off for a sec so that we're not going to get overexposure. Yeah, very nice, clean setup for the lights. Now, in terms of audio, I use a Sennheiser MK600. This costs about, I think, £250. It is Sennheiser's like mid-range microphone that I've been using for the past 3 years, I think. It's a good microphone. It is a shotgun microphone mounted to this microphone stand, which costs about, I think, £20 on Amazon. And it has an XLR cable running down here, which just lays down here, which I used to hook up with the Scarlett 2i2, Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 interface, which I just bring down there alongside my computer to record everything on GarageBand. Now, you may have noticed that I have this Shure SM7B just lying on the floor here, hopelessly. And yeah, the truth is I don't really use this microphone much anymore because I don't do podcasting as I used to. I buy on cars, it's dead. I might use the microphone sometimes for voiceovers, although again, I do voiceovers quite rarely. You may have noticed the speaker as well. It's a Naim speaker, Musu QB 2nd generation. Sometimes I use that for blasting music, although I also have a HomePod Mini on the desk here as well. But the truth is the HomePod Mini doesn't sound that good. And yeah, this is my simple, small setup that I use to record these videos. Now, one of the modifications I recently made is installing these 12 by 12 inches soundproofing panels that I got from Amazon for like £20. I installed these using these Command sticky strips, which you might be familiar with. The beauty of these is, if I want to take these off, they're not going to damage the walls. The adhesive on them is quite wall friendly, I guess. And I made a couple of recording samples. I feel like it made a small improvement to my audio quality recording, but you know, you might notice the difference in the future coming videos. One of the things I might definitely consider is install more of these just to fully soundproof this area. And yeah, this is my small, easy setup. A setup I'm definitely proud of, that I love. I love the, you know, it's not the cleanest setup, you can see all the wires here, but it's just functional. I love definitely, as I said at the start of the shows, the rig. It just gives me so much versatility with the possible, you know, angles and stuff that I want to do, and with the lighting, and the fact that it allows me to mount an overhead camera if I need to. And the beauty of it is you can't see it, you know. When I have my main camera set up here, you cannot see it. It's all out of frame. Now moving on to my desk setup, which is nothing special. Really, I guess the only special thing is I have a HomePod Mini here, which is also, and I have a lamp here. It is a Mero Smart Wi-Fi lamp, so I can say things like, "Hey Siri, lights on." And it turns on the light. It also has ambient lighting, so I can change the color. "Hey Siri, light color blue." I love that thing. I use that as my main light at night. I don't actually use the lights in my room, just because of the convenience, the fact that I can turn it on from my phone or using the HomePod. Now, one of the changes I also made is I don't use my LG Ultrafine 5K display monitor. I have it, but I replaced it with the Apple Studio display, which also has the nano texture coating. Now, honestly, it is not that necessary because my room is not the brightest, as you can see, but it is definitely one thing I noticed about it. It's softer on your eyes. So if you're someone who spends a lot of time on the screen, maybe consider the nano texture display just for that. And my main machine is my MacBook Pro 14-inch M1 Max, which I've been using for the past 2 years now. Great computer, no issues at all. And yeah, and the beauty of having a laptop setup instead of a full dedicated desktop setup is if I need to edit on the go, I can just disconnect it from the display and take somewhere where I need to take it. And other than that, yeah, as I mentioned, I have this Focusrite 2i2. Now, why do I have it here? Is because this also actually works as an amplifier, which I can use to plug in the headphones, which I have here. And you might be wondering, what are these headphones? These are One Audio, I believe, A50 Pros. These are a budget set of headphones I got just for the sake of listening music or editing videos, and they sound okay. They sound actually pretty good for that price. And yeah, I also have this Dyson air purifier because it's summertime, and as we know in the UK, hay fever is mad like hell, so having an air purifier definitely helps reducing all the pollen in the air around the room. And other than that, yeah, I have this shelf of bunch of shenanigans as well. As you know, I'm a huge car enthusiast, so I got a lot of these car models as well, a bunch of old iPhones on here. And yeah, this is my current setup that I really like, that I'm proud of, and that I hope to use for the next coming few years. Definitely a big change from what I had before. Lovely setup for my video recording and video editing needs. And as you can see, the bedroom itself, this bedroom, you may be familiar with if you go back to my older videos. This is still the same bedroom I used to record all my videos in. So that's been it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.